How you doing? Hello. Can you hear me well?
Yes, good. Thank you.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so welcome to this writing practice. My name is Maria Alejandra Alvarado, and today I'm gonna be your tutor. Okay, just for an hour. So welcome. Before starting, I see new faces here. So I would like to know a little bit about you. So you are going to do, we are going to do a little exercise. We're going to do a little exercise. You're going to try to introduce yourself by writing, okay? So you are going to say, what is your name? Where are you from? What do you do for a living? And why are you studying English, okay? Sorry, and you are going to type it into the chat. So you can start right now, and as soon as we finish this introduction, yeah, we are going to move on and start, okay, with the topic, which is a review at a restaurant. Is that clear for you? Do you have any question?
It's clear.
It's clear.
Okay,
It's clear.
you can start. So I'm gonna see your chat here. Just waiting for your introduction. Yes, your name, where are you from, what do you do for a living, and why are you studying English, okay?
Okay, start. Hello everyone, my name is Edwin Garzon. I live in Tensa, Boyacá. I like to start English
Hold
because it's
on.
a
Sorry,
hello.
Edwin, my bad. But you had to write it down, okay? And then you are going to read it. Is that clear for you? You are going to write it and set it into the chat. And then you are going to read it. Is that okay for you? Edwin? Hello? Okay, perfect. Okay, so you are going to write down this information and then you are going to read it. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Catherine, can you start, please? Read your paragraph, please.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Catherine Roa. I live in Cali. I'm fencing and swimming coach, but currently I work in a company as a customer service agent. I forget to put there, I'm sorry. My company is a service like a call center for a clinic in Miami, and I love to study English because as my second career, I can't. I don't know. I can do English and in fencing. I used to live in Boston, so that's why I love English. That's why I study English.
Okay, thank you, Catherine. Edwin, please, read your introduction.
Okay, teacher. I'm Edwin Garzon. I live in Tensa, Boyacá, but I was born in Bogota. I study English because it's a great language. For ages, I have learned something about it.
Okay, Leonisa, go ahead. Please, sorry for the noise.
Good morning. My name is Leoncio Ramirez. I live in Maicao, La Guajira. I'm I'm working in school transport. I like English and I hope to learn it in one day. It's a bit difficult for me. Eh, bueno, I, but I want to learn English.
Okay, that's perfect. You're doing great.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Janet, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Janet Vanegas. I am live in Bogota. I am two children. In this moment, I work. I am a audit manager. In this moment, this is my second career. In this moment, I study in my second semester to bachelor degree. Bachelor. Oh my God, I don't remember. Bachelor degree languages.
Mm-hmm. To learn English as a foreign language, okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Annette. Ida is Ida. It's Ida.
Okay, teacher. My name is Lizeth Vargas. I live in Chaparral, Tolima. I am 21 years old and studying English because it was always my favorite subject. I want to take a chance.
Okay, that's perfect. Very good. Thank you guys for your introduction. So now let's start. Let me share my screen with you. Okay, so the topic for today is a restaurant review. So I would like to know if you have any idea about what is a restaurant review. Do you know what is that? No idea?
Like when you making a comment about your experience in the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone else? Does anyone know something about it? About
No.
restaurant review?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
I'm gonna try to explain to you. When you go to a restaurant, let's suppose that you go to a restaurant and you live a bad or good experience in this restaurant. Let's choose a restaurant here, I don't know. Oh Jesus, I forgot. El Corral, or something like that. and you try a hamburger and you have, let's suppose that you have a good and bad experience. For example, the price was so high, it was expensive to you. However, it was really delicious, or you can say that also the service was bad for you. So when you live that kind of situation in a restaurant, you write a paragraph just expressing your the situation that you live in that restaurant. Is that clear for you? You show the bad and the good thing about the restaurant. And when people see that, it's like, okay, it's aware about what is happening or what kind of thing happens in that restaurant. That makes sense for you? Is that clear for you?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, remember, if you have any question or something, or there is something that you say, oh, I don't understand, please let me know. And I will say it in another way. I will try to find another way to explain to you, and I will say it in Spanish, in order to understand what's going on here. Okay, so let's move on. So here we have a review. A restaurant review is all this information, and I need a volunteer, please. Someone who read this part, all this part, please. And then another person for the second presentation, the other part. Okay, so please, can someone help me out with this part?
Have you shared something on the screen? Because I don't see anything.
Oh my God, you can see my screen? For real? No way. Oh, geez. Jesus Christ. Sorry, my bad. So I was there. I thought that you were, saying what was going on here with my presentation. So, we have here this. Oh, Jesus Christ, what did I do? This a restaurant review, and we are going to read it. And then we are going to do some exercise. So I need a volunteer that help me out with this part, please. No volunteers? Okay,
Janet.
go ahead.
Okay, give me a second. Vega New York review yesterday. Great banks pity about the chips come for lunch with my sister. We love our take style means which were amazing. We lost a flavor, very impressive for a vegetarian restaurant. But the service was below average and the sheets were too terrible to finish. When we arrived at 1:40, we had to wait 20 minutes while they got our table ready. Okay, so we didn't have a reservation, but the restaurant was only half full.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any question related with this paragraph, or is something, or is everything clear for you? Is that clear for you?
Yes.
For everyone?
What is
Okay.
below? Teacher, what is below?
Debajo. Debajo. In this case, they are están hablando como que el promedio, you know? The service was below average. Estuvo por debajo del promedio. It was kind of mediocre. It was like not good at all, you know? Okay. Can I go to the next? I suppose I can move on. Okay, another volunteer for this part, please.
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
There was no reason to make us wait at all. We ordered the chips as a side dish, and they looked delicious. But when we tasted them, they were overcooked and swimming in oil, so we left most of them. We expected a lot more for $10.
Mhm.
The next paragraph too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. When the waiter exit, if everything was okay, we'd say we really didn't like the chips, and he said, "That's funny. I love them," and that was it. He didn't offer us anything else or take them off our bill. Also, when we didn't leave a tip, he looked annoyed. I was really excited about visiting Vega. The mains were just fantastic, but the rest of the experience was really disappointing.
Okay. So what do you think, guys, about this situation? Can you imagine that you go a restaurant and you are starving and you live this kind of situation? What's your point of view about it, guys? I want to hear it. You haven't lived that kind of situation? No, at all? You haven't had
Yes,
a bad experience?
yes, it's common. It's depend the place, but I always think it's a experience. But don't return the restaurant.
Yeah, that's right. When you live that kind of situation, you say, oh no, I won't back again here. That's right. Anyone else? Have you ever lived a bad situation in a restaurant, a bad moment in a restaurant? No at all? Oh my God. You're so lucky, guys. Que suertudos son. Okay, let's move on. So here we had some tips that we had to take into account when you are going to write, you know, a review, a restaurant review. So you here said the number one, use an informal and semi-formal style. Second one, in the title, give the main idea or opinion. Number three, write about important parts of the experience, not every detail. Number four, organize your ideas into paragraphs. And the last but not least, write about good and bad. You have to take this into account, the bad and the good thing. Sometimes we only say the bad thing about the restaurant. The restaurant is a mess, blah, 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 blah. But we didn't mention, or sometimes we don't mention the good part about the restaurant. So we had to take into account this information, okay? So now we have some questions here and you are going to help me out, okay? So the first question, choose the correct answer. The review overall is A, very positive, B, partly positive, partly negative, letter C, very negative.
I think B, partly positive and partly negative.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Number two, when they arrived at the restaurant, the problem was, letter A, they had to wait. B, they didn't have a reservation. Letter C, the restaurant was already full.
A,
Sorry? A?
A teacher.
Hey, they had to wait.
Hmm, that's right. Choose the correct answer here again. The tips were letter A, delicious. Letter B, overcooked and oily. Letter C,
B.
more than $10. B, were overcooked.
B.
That's right. They didn't leave a tip because the waiter was A, annoying, B, slow, C, unhelpful.
Annoying.
Annoying.
Are you sure, guys? Let's back here.
No, I'm sorry, unhelpful.
When we didn't leave a tip, he looked annoyed. But there was a reason for. Yeah, so in this case is the sorry back. It's helpful. Remember that they express their point of view there. They didn't feel comfortable. They didn't like the chips. And it was like, oh, I don't like the chip. It wasn't helpful at all, this guy. Okay. So here, we have some words and you are going to put it into the boxes. We have the positive and the negative, all right? So let's start with amazing. What do you think that
Positive.
Positive.
that's positive? Overcooked.
Negative.
Below average.
Positive.
Negative.
That's positive, negative.
Negative.
What? That's negative. Fantastic.
Positive.
Impressive.
Negative.
Positive.
That's positive. Disappointing.
Negative.
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 Terrible.
Negative.
Delicious.
Positive.
Positive.
What's up? But whatever. Okay, guys, very good. Nice. So here, I need a volunteer that help me in order to read this.
Can I read that?
Yes, of course. If you have any doubt or something, well, your classmates are going to help you, okay? In order to complete it.
So I'm just read the paragraph and the rest of the class say what we should put there.
Yeah.
Okay. Sandy's Cafe. A good options for a quick lunch. My colleagues and I decided to try out this cafe near our office. The staff gave us a warm welcome. We asked about the ingredients of the.
Okay, what do you think, guys? That is the number one. Here we have the options.
Menu.
Sorry?
Menu.
Menu.
What is the correct?
There is something similar. That sounds better in this case. Dishes.
Dishes.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Because my colleague and I'm sorry, because my colleagues can't have anything with nuts and they were helpful.
What do you think, guys? Is a correct one here?
Order.
Yeah, order.
He ordered a vegetable curry and I went for a toast sandwich. Unfortunately, that was off the.
Of the home, guys.
I think that's off the menu.
Yeah.
So I had 4 cheese pizza instead. The food,
And here we have fast. The food, blah, 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 fast.
Arrived.
All right. Yeah.
Arrived. All right.
the food arrived fast. The pizza was, I'm sorry, because you were moving the
Delicious.
letters.
Sorry, sorry,
Yes.
sorry. Delicious.
Delicious.
Mhm.
That's delicious. Yeah.
The pizza was delicious. My my colleague liked his curry too, but it was quite spicy for him. The
Bill.
The beer.
the bill for the bill for both of us came to 20, I think it's euros. I'm sorry, I think in French, including the
Service.
including the service charge, which we thought was reasonable. I'll I'll be back to, I think in the last one,
Try.
Of course.
try that toast sandwich sometime.
Okay. Very good, guys. I would like to share with you a video. It's a little bit long, but I really like because it shows the best restaurants in the world, okay? So let's take a look to this video, okay? Let me put the title show.
If you're going to spend money on food, at least make it the best food you can get, right, Alex, sir? Well, we know you're not supposed to debate anyone's taste and that enjoying food is a subjective experience. But when the Michelin Guide, Wall Street Journal, and the world's 50 Best Restaurant Awards all agree, then it must be good. For today's video, we went through the latest restaurant guides and put together a list with 10 of the best restaurants you can experience around the world. If you aren't hungry, you will be. Let's go. Number 10, The Chairman, Hong Kong. The Chairman is a Cantonese restaurant in the Hong Kong area and the only Chinese restaurant to be featured in the 2021 World's Best Restaurant Awards, priding itself with one Michelin star. With high respect for organic ingredients bought from local suppliers, the kitchen team is led by chef Kuok Kyung-sung to create the most elegant dishes. Think steamed crab, crispy chicken stuffed with shrimp, and the freshest soy sauce to bring together all the different flavors on your palate. The service is, of course, impressive, and the overall experience will surely stay with you for a long time. And pro tip, if you're feeling adventurous, make sure you ask for the daily specials instead of ordering off the menu. You won't regret it. Number 9, Pujol, Mexico City, Mexico. Traveling to the other side of the globe, we're landing in Mexico City for our number 9 spot. Named by Wall Street Journal as the best restaurant in Mexico City, Pujol's kitchen is run by Chef Enrique Olvera, serving up refined and elegant Mexican cuisine. The concept of the restaurant is built around indigenous ingredients found in the country, along with traditional cooking techniques as tribute to Mexico's rich culinary history. If you're choosing to eat at Pujol, you're served with a varied 7-course tasting menu that changes seasonally. However, you'll always receive the chef's signature mole madre, mole nuevo, a traditional Mexican recipe, and baby corn with chicatana and mayonnaise as the restaurant's permanent dishes on the menu. Yes, you heard that right. Chicatana and mayonnaise. Feeling adventurous? Number 8, Odette, Singapore. Next on to Singapore for Southeast Asia's finest restaurant, Odette. Internationally acclaimed with 3 Michelin stars to its name, this restaurant is definitely worth a special journey. Marukio uni with prawn tartare, mussel cloud and crystal caviar, and signature rosemary smoked egg with smoked potato siphon and chorizo will surely make the trip worthwhile, especially when every little detail is taken care of. Imagine yourself eating in a muted pink and gray setting with a live piano playing in the background. The food has French influences, with produce being personally sourced from specialists in France, but you'll find a lot of Asian dishes as well, especially Japanese items. Number 7, Maido, Lima, Peru. Life is a movement. Nothing is static or absolute. No one is. We are all in a state of constant flux, just like the Earth. These are the words welcoming you to Maido's restaurant's website when you're trying to book a seat. With this philosophy on display, you can only imagine the dedication they show to their dishes. This fusion of Latin American and Japanese cuisines is predominantly fish focused, thanks to its owner, Mitsuharu Sumura, who gathered experience both in the USA and Osaka, Japan. Word has it the menu's beef cheek is an experience you don't want to miss. And speaking of experiences, Maedo's dining room is an artistic experience on its own, with thick ropes cascading from the ceiling hanging low over tables. Number 6. Francian, Stockholm, Sweden. Francian is a Swedish restaurant with Asian influences, which is pretty unique in and of itself. The restaurant is one of the first globally to create an immersive setting for its guests. Before enjoying some seriously futuristic and delicious dishes, those visiting are taken on a tour of the beautiful property around the multi-story townhouse hosting the restaurant. But what's so futuristic about the menu, you ask? Well, Francian's food marries classic and modern cooking techniques from both Nordic and Asian cuisines in a one menu option for lunch and dinner featuring scallop, blue lobster, quail barbecued with green peas, or maitake and Japanese mustard. Number 5. Disfrutar, Barcelona, Spain. Disfrutar, or enjoy if we were to translate its name, is one of the most delicious and surprising culinary experiences in the world. There's no other restaurant that pushes the boundaries of gastronomy the way the chef team of Oriol Castro, Mateo Casañas, and Eduard Satruch do. The Michelin Guide praises the restaurant's high technical skill and good taste, alongside its contemporary space with an open view kitchen, awarding it with 2 Michelin stars. If you're making a culinary detour while visiting Gaudi City, you'll be able to enjoy dishes such as fluffy buns stuffed with caviar, eel, and the best wine to tie the flavors together. Looking for more inspiration for your gastronomic travels? Take a look at the world's most expensive restaurants by clicking in the top right corner. Number 4. Central, Lima, Peru. Another entry from Lima, Peru, Restaurant Central, is a celebration of the unique landscapes and history of the country by using locally sourced ingredients and traditional techniques. Chefs Virgilio Martinez and Pia Leon run the show, and actually they got married just 4 days before the restaurant first landed on the world's 50 best restaurants list in 2013. Central offers fine dishes created from the best resources the land and sea have to offer, from pork belly and goat's neck to scallops, squid, and clams. Each dish is an experience. And besides the quality food and atmosphere, this chef pairing goes to great lengths to ensure the restaurant is sustainable, with no food or resource going to waste. Number 3. Asador Echebari, Axtondo, Spain. We've reached the podium, and our first entry is another restaurant from Spain you might think is rustic and simple, but actually it's a diamond, Asador Echebari. With a jaw-dropping view over mountains and hosted in the same rustic stone building since the 1990s, Asador Echebari deserves its spot among the top 3 best of the best restaurants in the world. If you think grilled meat with simple seasoning is not something worth getting, well, think again. Chef Victor Archizoni's superpower is being able to grill virtually anything and bring out incredible flavors from what seem like simple ingredients. The facility has 6 adjustable grills, and they're even preparing their coal in-house from carefully chosen wood to pair with specific types of meat that they're grilling. Talk about attention to detail. Number 2. Geranium, Copenhagen, Denmark. Housed on the 8th floor of the National Football Stadium in Copenhagen, Geranium takes silver in our 2021 Best Restaurants top list. It's been awarded 3 Michelin stars, and curators of the world's 50 best list said Chef Rasmus Kofo is arguably the best at applying beauty to food. With incredible panoramic park views, you'll be able to witness the changes in season as your palate experiences seasonal changes to the tasting menu. To pair with this incredible tasting menu, you'll also have the option to enjoy designer drinks by the restaurant's co-owner, Soren Liu. Pro tip, make sure you ask for a tour of the kitchen. You won't regret it. Number 1. Noma, Copenhagen, Denmark. Here we are, Alexers. We made it to number 1. With a partial sweep of the podium, another entry from Denmark, we're seeing Noma as the top choice for 2021's best restaurant. Noma offers 3 different menus throughout the year and is best known for its new Nordic cuisine that keeps inspiring generations of chefs across the world. The restaurant was named the best in the world between 2010 and 2012, then again in 2014 before it closed in 2016. It reopened in 2018 and it's back where it belongs, wowing diners with with endlessly innovative menus. Just to name a few of the previous season's highlights, the restaurant served vegetarian celeriac shawarma, sweet crab meat, and a duck dish with claws, feathers, and the beak that people absolutely loved. And Luxers, that's it for today. We hope you took notes and were inspired for your next culinary trip across the globe. But before you go, tell us, Luxer, what was the most phenomenal dish you've ever had? Let us know in the comments section below. And because you made it this far, let's see what the bonus brings you today.
Okay, guys. Do you remember what is the name of the prize that is given to the best restaurants?
Norma, Copenhagen.
The name of the prize. There is a prize.
No,
Michelin.
Michelin, yeah, that's the name of the prize. Absolutely. Okay, guys, what are you going to do now? You are going to write down a review restaurant. You are going to take into the account, where are the tips? Those tips that are here. You are going to use informal, semi-informal style. You have to put the title to give the main idea or opinion. Write about the important part of the experience and not very every detail. So you are going to do this and you are going to write it and send it into the chat. I'm gonna give you 7 minutes in order to do it, okay? Is that clear for you? So just think in an experience that you have lived in a restaurant and you are going to try to describe just as we saw here, because we already read this part. So that's what you are going to do. Is that clear for you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you have 7 minutes in order to do this exercise. If you have any question, just let me know.
Sorry, but I don't understand. I write a paragraph. Use these tips.
Yeah, you are going to do a review restaurant. Just think about experience that you have had in the past or you have lived, and you are going to write about this experience, about the experience that
Okay.
you have in the restaurant, and you are going to take into account this information, these tips.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question. Right in the chat or only
Yeah,
read
in the
us?
shop. You're
Okay.
gonna send it into the shop. Okay, so let's check. Okay, Catherine, can you read your restaurant review, please?
Okay, ready to go back. The visit to the restaurant was spectacular. The attention was fast considering that I didn't have a reservation. The weather was very kind. Can you tell me how you said that word, teacher?
Kind
El mesero?
waiter.
Wait, thank you. The waiter was very kind and always willing to explain every question that we had about the menu. The food was delicious. The salmon was perfectly cooked, and they have a vegetarian options. The prices are appropriate to the taste and attention for the restaurant. Of the restaurant, I'm sorry. I recommend you go. You won't be disappointed.
Okay, very good. Okay, Janet, go ahead.
Give me a second, please. Okay. The Good Night and Ship. Crepes and Waffles is a good restaurant. The service is good. I usually go to my family. I only wait maximum 10 minutes. Depend the place, but normally you don't need reservation. The menu is varied. They have a lot of dessert. I like, for example, the ice cream are delicious and cheap. I think that is a good experience. I recommend for you.
Okay, it's just only a little spelling here. I think someone told me once that in that restaurant only work women. En ese restaurante solamente trabajan
Yes.
mujeres. Ujú.
Yes,
Okay,
it's true.
Edwin.
Okay, teacher. Piram food. There is a great restaurant in Armenia, Quindío. The food in this place is fantastic, and people there is very polite. I have gone 3 times there, and the food have been super. I recommend to you.
Okay, the only thing here is Peruvian. I suppose that you want to say peruano?
Yes, Piram. Piram. What is the
Peruvian with a B.
Peru? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Peruvian. Okay.
with letter B. Um, Aida. Aida, your microphone is mute.
Ok, teacher. Es que no sé si envió. Ah, sí. Pero no lo hice todo. Ok.
Yeah, it's in the chat. Go ahead.
Um, Eureka is an important restaurant in the municipal, and the service is very good. Last night I went with my family. From the moment we entered, we were well attended around. They were a little late with the food, but the food was super tasty.
Mm,
Um, the bad thing is that there is no parking area, but I recommend it.
okay, very good, guys. Good job. So, thank you for your time and really appreciate your participation. And I hope to see you again in another moment. So please, as soon as you leave this video call, send it to the chat your full name, your English course, and the English course that you are taking now, and your email, full name, and the English course. It's for the attendance, so please don't forget to do it. And that will be all for today. So see you next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.